it's okay to make adjustments, you know? Having a plan is one thing, but are you actually able to be flexible enough that you can allow life to deliver you surprises that can actually add to your journey, add to your skills, to your wisdom? Because my boyfriend is up at the moment and we're spending a whole week together, and honestly, when he's staying here, it adds a whole different dimension. If you think about all the various people that you're meeting, experiences that you're having, that you can assimilate those into the plan as a whole, that these unexpected and sort of out of the ordinary experiences can really bring adventure and excitement. Because if you think about it, when you're building a business and you're promoting various things, well, it's not just what you're talking about that actually matters, it's about how you deliver it. And if you're communing with people, if you're learning from them, you're listening to them, you're having really beautiful times with them, and you're spending your life with these people, and you're learning to be calmer and to listen more and to just to be in the general flow of life. Well, imagine what that will do for just your own emotional stability, if nothing else. But also, you're bringing everything that you're saying to life. And honestly, my boyfriend is having a nap as we speak. And I've come out for my walk, and sometimes we feel like it's difficult to integrate things because they sort of deviate from the usual plan that you do. But it's so funny. I enjoy coming on walks on my own, for example, and I love coming out into nature and, reconnecting with the real world rather than being in my head or on the computer all the time. But when I walk, having spent the day with him, and I'm going to go back and going to cook dinner and we're going to have a lovely time eating that, when I do that, my energy is completely different. And if you're marketing any single message, what people want to see actually underneath all of the content is that you're a real human being, and that you're not actually living in that sort of outlandish a way or that differently, but you're just living authentically. And there's nothing quite like the spirit of love to imbue your message with a lot more impact, but not necessarily in, a heavy-handed way. There's obviously, when you're online, you're seeing the highlight reel, and it's all incredibly sensationalist. And I have to say, actually, in the youth of today, I'm 43 now, and there are lots of people online who are much, much, much younger than me. People that are actually sort of young enough to almost be my grandchildren. This is the kind of thing. But I'm not actually old, but I could easily be a father and could easily be, in the early stages of being a grandparent. But there's an awful lot of darkness. People seem to be incredibly morose and sort of depressed and bleak. And it's like, well, yeah, but bring some of the love that you have for the special people in your life into your marketing. And it has a sort of a softening effect, but it's something that people can actually genuinely connect with. Because one really powerful way that you can individuate yourself is that you're living all of the aspects of your life. My boyfriend calls it the slices of the pie. You've got the content of the message that you're delivering, the skills that you're delivering, the experience that you have, but then you're also bringing relationships into it, you're bringing leisure into it, and you're creating a whole life picture that I think is lacking. There's an awful lot of sort of professionalism on Twitter, which is great, but not that much personality. And one of the lovely things that when I spend time with my man is that we have a really good laugh, because we actually have a similar sense of humour, quite dry, and it's quite, obviously I'm English, it's a very English sense of humour that we share, because, he's not originally from England, but he behaves in a way that is very respectable, but it's also at the same time, it sounds like a contradiction, but it's sort of irreverent. And, you know, you want to bring all of that. Have a bit of fun, have a bit of a laugh. Don't make everything so serious. And that's, again, coming back to this idea of having the plan, sort of the framework, but within that, allow some sparkle, allow some sunshine, allow some joy. You know, make it a bit outrageous, make it a bit fun, and yeah, enjoy it, my friends, enjoy it. So remember, they often say that life is what happens when you're busy making plans, but I think it's just when you go with the flow.